some key terms here that you need to understand. Market makers. They provide liquidity in an exchange for fees, small amounts earned on spreads. In DeFi or decentralized exchanges, it's a fee earned from every trade, and it's provided by, or you are the liquidity provider. You'll hear the term LP a lot. You'll see right there, it can mean different things, such as liquidity provider, liquidity pool, or you're LPing. You know, that's like a verb. So there's two main types of exchanges. You have centralized exchanges, or a CEX. It's run by a singular entity, you know, like some corporation, what have you. You are not in control so much of your wallet. They own it. You know, if they wanted to freeze your assets, they could. You usually have to identify yourself, give them, you know, information, maybe a driver's license or some kind of ID. They know who you are. Subject to government regulations that could be including taxes, things like that. They operate an order book with a makers and takers. And a maker is someone, if say you place a limit order on a centralized exchange, you're a maker. You're adding a little bit of liquidity to it. A taker is someone who just does the swap, whatever the price is, and what have you. But you see these order books where, say, someone wants to sell Bitcoin for $125,000. So it's waiting for someone else who's willing to sell it for at that price. And once you get that, then the exchange is made. And it's just a big database. There's no liquidity pools in there, and it is off-chain. They will see a lot of trading volume on these. There can be high fees. You'll find lower fees for being a maker instead of a taker. But the other really important thing is that they select what tokens you can buy and sell. You won't just find any listed meme coin or whatever out there on the centralized exchanges. They pick and choose what they want to do. Some examples there I've listed. Little examples of some centralized exchanges. So the decentralized exchange, or a DEX in DeFi, it's not necessarily run by any one single entity. You are responsible for your own wallet. You hold the keys. It's private. You're anonymous, or you can be anonymous. There's not quite so much regulation on this, and they don't operate necessarily an order book. It's an automated market maker. We'll talk more about that in a bit, what that is. But it actually operates on the blockchain itself. Fees can be varied, and they're typically lower than you would find on a centralized exchange. But the cool thing is that it's permissionless. Any token can be listed. The drawback to that is that you will find scam coins too, because anybody can create one. You don't really find scammed coins so much on centralized exchanges because they go through a whole process of picking and choosing those. But anybody can participate in a decentralized exchange. I've listed some examples there in the upper right-hand corner, Meteora obviously being one of them.